Well, hello, beautiful people. It is Darren Eldridge, the Dark Geek. I am here, and welcome to the Dark Geek Zone. You are taking a look right now at all our fabulous sponsors that we have that have pitched in to do everything, help us out, money-wise, raffle-wise, advertising, the whole nine yards. They do it all. Alrighty. Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Nice to see you. Welcome, beautiful people, to the Dark Geek Zone. We are live at the Yarmouth Moose. We are at event number 7 in the 2025 Summer Series LOD series here. We got some guys out there playing right now in their singles league, the Summer Singles. So some things are happening. Sign-ups will start at 6 p.m. So if you're out there watching and you're on the Cape, get on down here, and $15 get you into the luck of the draw. Could get the best guy or girl in the room. You never know. So speaking of this series, they get points for first and second place. It runs. We have 11 events that will run right up to the start of the Cape Cod Dart League season. And our current points leader is the legend Dennis Cotto. He is at 5. And Dennis is followed by the donator, Peter Field. Peter Field, both those gentlemen have been in the championship circle 2 times. Peter Field is at 4 points. They are the only 2-time champs, and they have not been teamed up yet. So it is a battle when they play each other. And then look out in the field if those two end up as teammates. Then after that, we have at 3 points, we got Maddie Baker, followed by Christian Burrows, Sex Kit, and Jeremy Kern. Jeremy's not going to be around tonight. He and Melissa are hitting the Demolition Derby tonight. If you are on Cape Cod, Barnstable County Fair going on. It's a great time. Demolition Derby tonight. So it's kind of a toss-up. You go there, you come here and play darts. We could do darts any Wednesday night. So everyone going out there, have a great time. And we have tailing there at 3 points, Paul Leno. Paul Leno was one of our first champions on week 1. So please check out our Facebook page, Cape Cod Summer Series. It actually says 2024. Tried to change the name. Didn't change. I don't know what to do. We give it a shot. So we're going to leave it there, but that's got all the champions, all the pictures. We have a beautiful surround from Darts Corner that we have all the pictures of our champions. Somebody's going to win that at the end, whoever has the most points. So we also have some very important dates coming up for the Cape Cod Dart League. August, of course, that's going to wrap up our summer. Everything's going to get started. August 9th, 2 p.m. at the Brewster VFW is the banquet to celebrate the spring 2025 season. Beautiful championship shirts, brand new, first season, DJD, thedjd.com. Go there. They have some gorgeous shirts, and they are making the inaugural shirt for the Cape Cod Dart League for their championship run. I'm going to get one of those thanks to my team out of the Brewster VFW, the Riptides, Frankie Morgan and crew. Thank you very much. Look forward to getting my shirt. So there's going to be food, there's going to be fun, there's going to be awards and a giant LOD. That pot gets started with $200. So $200 to get that pot started. So you want to get down there. It is open only to the players. Oh, Bish in the house. Only to the players who played in the 2025 spring season. That is also the roster turn-in for the fall 2025 season. So download your rosters, get them all filled out, get them in. That season's going to be here before you know it. Starts that first Wednesday in September. Going to be here. We're already at the end of July. Are you kidding me? End of July already? So August 27th, that will be the second captain's meeting. That's when you'll get your captain's kit, everything else. Generally right here at the Moose. I did not get a chance to chat with Meat before. But generally that is here. That's where you pick up your kit, your boards, all the other supplies that you will need. And there's generally a giant luck of the draw there too. And the fall 2025 season will kick off on Wednesday, September 3rd. The 3rd of September. As far as the Cape Cod Premier League, I know that will be starting. I know the signups are going to come soon. Patrick actually is wanting to come on and give us a little update. We do have some news going on we're very excited about. Some things that he has done with that league that's going to benefit everybody here on Cape Cod and give us a whole bunch of stuff to do as well. So I want to promote one thing we're doing on Saturday. This coming Saturday, we are doing the DGZ Round Robin. We have 2 groups. It is all based on Dart Connect average. The first group is 45 PPR and above. 45 PPR and above. In that round robin, they're going to play 3 legs. They'll play all 3 legs. That will go into a winner's knockout. We also have a consolation knockout. And then we're going to do the same and use the DC PPR of 44.99 and under. Yes. Some of you are like, hey, I think Dean does this as the Liberal Club. Yeah, he do. And he does a great job. I've been up there. We had a great time. And we have completely copied Dean. So that is what we have planned on. And that is what we have done. And now I am very excited that I have somebody that I get to call a friend. She has been down here working her butt off at our big events that we have here. She's run some huge major events that we have been part of. So she is a DG Squad member. She is a mentor, somebody that I have learned so much from. And it is Miss Anna Moretti, and she has come back to join us now live here on the Dark Geek Zone. And Anna traveled here, so all you people who come here in the summertime, you know what it's like. So I'm going to give Anna a little volume so when she says hello to the beautiful people.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Hey. So for those of you who are aware, and for the tens of people currently watching, I'm sure, live, if you've been on Facebook and Darts, you've seen there's been some changes, so to speak, in the Minuteman Dart League. And I'm not like Geraldo Rivera or anything Jerry Springer, so we're not going to delve really deep, but we also are not, silly enough just to, hey, Anna, how's it going, and not mention anything about it. So there's been some changes in the Minuteman, and I know you are no longer on the board, but I want to just give you a couple minutes just to address the beautiful people and say a statement or say, move on.
I thank you for that. Yes, obviously it's been put out there that I am no longer affiliated with Minuteman. I have truly loved my position with Minuteman and all that we have done for the sport and the players. I will miss it tremendously and mostly miss the players. We've had some great relationships, friendships, and camaraderie over the past almost decade that I've been with them. I wish them nothing but continued success, and hopefully everybody can form their own opinions on what the information they have been given and move on.
Well, I could speak as a divorced man with children that there are always 2 sides to every story. But I am never going to hide my love and appreciation for Anna. And it's hard, everybody that running a league, and Minuteman is huge. So, whatever happened. And I'm glad that you still came down amidst everything going on, because let's just say that's not the only crap going on. But so you still ventured down here. So, and I appreciate you saying that. And so hopefully if you are watching, there is nobody moderating the chat, so there aren't any questions. Sorry. Meat runs the luck of the draw here, so we don't have that. But I appreciate you saying something about it, just so that we can get through that. So alluding to that and the amount of time you put into that, how exactly did you get started, in darts?
Oh my gosh, we're going back 30 years, if not more. It just so happened I was dating somebody that played darts on Minuteman Dart League, back in the early 90s. Dating myself on that one. But just started playing and loved the sport. I was very good at it. I then moved on, obviously, from that person to my current husband, who I've been with for over 30 years. God bless him.
So the first one got you in about 30 years ago. Then you met the current one about 30 years ago. So, hey, thanks, guy. Well done.
Yeah, God bless him for putting up with me all these years. But yeah, I started traveling the country. I was, ranked top 5 in the country, traveling everywhere. I was very good. 5 years, jumping down 5 years down the road, I got pregnant. There was no plan for that because we were having fun doing our thing. I tried to continue to play after I had my son, but obviously family obligations were just way more important, and I took quite some time off, almost 10 years from darts.
Oh, wow.
And then when I started getting back into it, there were quite a lot of changes to the dart scene with Minuteman. It was getting smaller. Every time I came up with a comment or said something, everyone kept saying, well, if you don't like it, then run for the board. Change it. And that's what I did. So I ran for the board. Miss Kim Bertelis was the Boston area director at the time. She did a wonderful job for many, many years. At first, it was a little tumultuous between us because I don't think she wanted to give up her position.
Right.
But then I think she was a little burnt out. I mean, we get a lot of nastiness from the players sometimes. And she decided that she was going to take on a different position on the board so she could still be involved.
Right.
And, agreed to just let me take over and teach me what she knows. And it all went from there.
Nice.
Yeah, and I just have loved it. Unfortunately, during COVID, I did fall very ill. And ended up, I don't want to say completely paralyzed, but almost paralyzed, and it took me some time to get back from that.
Right.
And 5 years later, I still have a lot of difficulty with my mobile self, walking, standing. So I have not actually physically played darts in almost 2 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I miss it a lot.
Yeah.
But that being said is another reason why I just love being part of it, because I am so passionate about the game. I want to be inserted any way I can.
Well, I know we've been hugely blessed, and if you've been here for any of the tournaments since we've started this whole DGZ silliness, she's been down here for everything big we've done, and we could not be. Got Christine Baker all trained, and Melissa Hall all trained, and also Christian Burrows went through the whole thing with Meat, and we're showing him brackets. So we have benefited hugely from you coming down. So we definitely appreciate that.
And I'm honored to be a part of it, believe me. I just love it so
it's
much.
Fun. Let's just see if we can make a mess. So I do have my handy-dandy notes because, as many of you know, my nephew, Link Gosling, who just was recently in Greece, and I was there with some of the royal family members from the Maguires, and it wasn't Mike or Steve. Oddly enough, they didn't go to the play Greece. Imagine that. But I did run into Steve and Mike's sister there, so it was nice. But Link always says, have your notes, have the notebook. So, so now, as I look back, you have a new position with the ADO as the office manager, if I have that title correct.
Yes, correct.
So what exactly is that position, and what do we have to look forward to there?
So it's just been just over a month that I've been with them, and it's been a wonderful learning experience to learn even more about darts and the spreading across the country and nationally. and internationally. The office manager position is not that it's a big role through darts, but I get to see a lot of the back end stuff of people's results, people's points. I deal with a lot of the sanctioning of the tournaments, just ins and outs of that,
Right.
dealing with the regional directors and area managers. They have wonderful roles, and them getting the dart players involved in their regions has been great. What I will say about the ADO is I see them working towards new beginnings. They have a lot of changes coming in, a lot of great ideas coming from their executive board on how they can enhance play for the players and offer more tournaments. They just, like this year is a perfect example. They just opened up a brand new tournament this year. It'll be a few weeks away in Florida, Kissimmee, Florida.
Right,
Right,
the USA.
so the USA Dart Classic,
Yep.
right? So that's going to be a great event. Another $40,000 tournament. Players, get out there, get involved. I mean, the more you get involved, the more they're going to offer you,
Right.
right? But my role is more of just an administrative back office role, obviously. But it's a small part, and I'm glad to be a part of it and do what I can to help anybody get through it.
Yeah, and like any organization you walk into to help, you always start off small. You want to get your feet wet. You want to see what it's like. You got to find out if you really like working with those people or not. 'Cause
Right.
just because you're like, oh, hey, this is what I want. You're down the road, and you're like, why on the hell did I want to do this? So,
Yes.
And as I said, talking about Patrick and him wanting to talk a little bit later on, is in regards to the ADO and our singles league. So we're very excited. And
Yes, Patrick
I know
just submitted for.
He did.
Oh my gosh, a loss of words right now. He submitted for
the Cape Cod Premier League.
the Cape Cod Premier League, correct? You know.
So we're
his
super
league
excited.
will be offering points to his players, which
Yeah.
is super.
No, we're so excited because, and one of the reasons we're doing the thing on Saturday, as I had mentioned earlier, the 5-0 that we're doing in the round robin is we don't do a lot of round robin on the Cape. I see a lot about the qualifiers through the Minuteman because they do a great job putting the qualifiers out there, running them all over the place, promoting them, and putting that out there for the players. So, but we haven't done that here. So I'm looking forward to getting into that and trying. And most of that is round robin when they do those.
The qualifiers are round
Right.
robin.
So
correct.
hopefully we'll get it. We'll get there. But now, will you be? I know you go to. You were in Vegas last year working.
Correct.
Because I got to go to Vegas, and we're taking me out to Vegas this year. So, will you be traveling to other tournaments like the
Correct.
USA Classic
Yes.
and everything, and working those as well?
Absolutely, yes.
Nice.
Yep. I, again, can't even imagine some people that have the love for the game as myself as to be in the front lines and be able to talk to the players that you don't normally see and, you know, just see them play and shoot. And it's amazing the people that are so good, but you don't recognize their names because they can't afford to travel or they can't afford to do all the stuff that they go to their local ones. And these players like a Bruce Robbins, a Leonard Gates, a Tom Curtin go, who the heck are you?
Yeah, right.
Because they just lost to him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But they don't know him because that person isn't, available to travel. And that's why the national regionals that the ADO holds would give that player the opportunity to travel because they would go win. If they win it, they get a travel reimbursement. We would pay for them to go to that big tournament and play in that national event and get their name recognized and out there.
Cool.
So it's another plus of the ADO.
Right. No, and like every other organization, again, I'm not going to keep harping on the Minuteman. I am no longer on the board on Cape Cod. So, it changes everywhere. The ADO over the last couple of years has come from, to put it bluntly, a whole pile of crap. And I know Jim and some of the others have been working towards it. And it usually doesn't take it usually takes a little while for things to go, and then it takes a while for them to come back. And I think the ADO, from me looking out, and I am a dart geek, and all things darts. Most of my stuff is local. I've been very fortunate. Tavern Players has welcomed me back in. If you haven't subscribed to Tavern Players, please do it. Greg Tong has articles every issue, and they are amazing. That kid is just unbelievable. But
I just got my new issue of the Tavern Players.
nice.
Saw your article. That was awesome.
All the Cape Cod champions are in there.
Yeah.
But with the resurgence that seems to be happening, it's nice to see everything kind of falling in line, and it darts coming back, and we need all these entities.
They do. They have a good group of people now that are invested in darts and want to move the game forward, whether it's with changes or not, but definitely better the game. Not that the old board was bad. I'm not saying they were, but I think they were stale. I don't think they were coming up with new ideas to change and promote the game the way it should be.
And the times are changing. I mean, how people perceive the game, how people play the game, how the game is played, whether it's online, whether it's in person, and all the opportunities that are there now in this global, economy and this global game. There's just so many opportunities through the ADO. I mean, I know a lot of my friends that have just gone to different countries and just had an amazing experience playing for the United States.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I know with Dark Connect, with Greg and Dean Mansfield, another one who's going to get to travel and
South Korea in October.
Correct.
Yeah.
So there's just so many opportunities. It's great to see our players get recognized, and that's going to be one of the best ways to go about doing it, getting your points, getting to those nationals, and having those opportunities to travel.
Yes, absolutely.
On someone else's dime.
Yes, on someone else's dime, correct. But it is something that the ADO has done forever, but I just didn't think it was being promoted properly or really advertised outside of each region. So years ago, it used to be you could only play in your region, right? If you were a member through the ADO individually or even through a membership like Minuteman, you could only play in your region, which would be 5-1, right? And if they didn't hold any qualifiers, then you didn't get any chances.
Oh, SOL.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes. So that has all changed, right?
Okay.
So because participation was so low in the qualifiers, and previously it was $110 entry fee, right? So they did some changes and they dropped the entry fee to $75, which is pretty reasonable considering what you get if you win.
Correct.
And they opened it up so you can play in any region, anywhere. So even if you're on vacation in Florida and Florida is having a regional, if your association that you play for wherever is associated with the ADO, you can play in that regional.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
So get out there. Go to the website. There's a whole list of them listed there. And don't be afraid to jump in because they're fun. And it's a lot of darts and some great practice.
Right, and that's what we're trying to push through as we were pushing this thing for this Saturday, is you do these round robins, and you're playing a lot of darts because you're, if they're 2 legs, 3 legs, 4 legs, whatever your group is, and you're doing the play all, if you're playing 4 or 5 different guys and you're playing 3 legs, before you ever get out of the round robin, you've played, 12, 15, 20 legs.
Correct.
And then you're going into a knockout. I mean, that's a bang for your buck, though, like you said, and the rewards at the end are pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah. And I have no salt. Well, I'm not going to say that, but with the Minuteman Dart League, they offer those free qualifiers to send you to a regional, so you don't even have to pay to play in a regional if you qualify through Minuteman Dart League. They will pay your fee for you. And
so they pay the 75 fee.
Correct, yep. And they generously send 3, I think it's 3 men now, right off the 3 top men that get the most points at that qualifier, they send to that regional to play.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So get out there, play some darts.
Yeah, no, I mean, and it is, and you got to follow that stuff on Facebook because again, I know that I see it all the time. I'm not going to travel to Beverly. I don't like going over the bridge, and those that know me know I'm not talking about the Sagamore. I'm talking about the Bass River Bridge in Dennis. So, and I have to cross it to come here. So, I only have so many bridge crossings a year.
But yeah, I'm super excited to be with the ADO, and hopefully I can be a good part of what good stuff they got coming.
Oh, well, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I firmly, when I saw it, my reaction was they are very lucky to have you, and I firmly stand by that. And I'm sure that that's how they look at it. So
I appreciate that because I was quite nervous because they did interviews, right? I haven't interviewed for a job in, I don't know how long, 40 years, because I've always been self-employed. Right? So to interview for something, I was super nervous going into that.
It is. I will throw something out there at the risk of being laughed at because I've heard nothing. But everybody knows I like doing my streaming. I love doing the commentary and having, especially when I know the people. I too did an interview and went through the USA Darts one and was like, oh my God, I don't think I've been at a legit job interview. Now, of course, they just send you the video and it's a little more, but it's fun. And if you haven't done it, you should do it if you have any interest. But I thought the same thing. I was like, I have not done a job interview. I'm 57, and I probably haven't done a job interview in 35, 40 years. So it was cool. I don't want to do any more.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised because another candidate was a very well-rounded candidate for the position as well. So I was pleasantly surprised when I got the call that I got the job.
Well,
So.
I'm not, but it's very humbling, I'm sure that you are.
Thank you.
So don't screw it up, ADO. That goes to you, Captain America, Captain America. Also, I don't think I'm speaking out of school, and I know I'm not because we've already talked about it. So, now you are either starting or have started, I'm not 100% sure, but if I'm wrong, she'll correct me, with the DPFL, which I think is exciting because I have enjoyed, and I'm sure if you're watching, you've seen some of it. We've got some players here in the Cape that play in the DPFL, so it's a really great opportunity. And if those of you wondering, I keep looking down to make sure all my things are going correctly. Last month, Mark Sullivan and I did the whole show in silence. It was great. It was like a Groucho Marx movie. And I know I'm dating myself. Some of you are like, who the hell is Groucho Marx and what's silence? So that's why I keep looking down. So you and the DPFL, go.
Yes. So that started a few months ago as well. I am, again, just a small part of it as an event admin right now. And what I do is I run online nightly events for them. And it's wonderful because I can just sit in my office, have 4 computer screens, and run an event. And it's just wonderful, their setup that they have. It's super cheap. It's, $15 to enter the event if you're a member of the DPFL.
Okay.
And then I think it's $20 if you're not, if I'm not mistaken. And it's very simple. You just go to their website. They have all the links for you to sign up on. You do that as long as you have a board, a camera set up at your house. And they have online boards set up through Discord. So it's all run through their Discord channel,
Okay.
which is very new to me, but I'm getting to like it. I got a lot of possibilities of so much, but lot of names, lot of big names playing it. Stowe Bunce, Alex Spellman, Jimmy Jones, and then a lot of no names that are, again, very good, but are not recognized because they just can't get out.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they love playing these online tournaments because they can play against a Spellman, a Bunce, a Jimmy Jones. I've seen Leonard Gates jump in there. I mean, it's just really a mishmash of players that do sign up for this. And every night, Monday through Friday, they run a different event. So Monday nights is a luck of a draw event. On Tuesday nights, they have a level event under 65. Plus, on Tuesday night, they run 2 on Tuesdays. They play what they call Twisted Madness. And that's a fun one.
Oh, God.
They spin a wheel in the Discord channel. Whatever number it lands on is where you have to turn your wire on your board to. And that's the number you have to shoot at. So if you want 20s and that wire's on the 11 mark, that's now where your 20 is. And that's what you're shooting at if you're shooting for 20s.
Oh, wow. Huh.
So, yeah, it is a lot of fun, a lot different. Wednesday night, same thing. They have an under 55 level.
Oh,
right? So
okay.
it's great, singles level. The formats are long format, so you're playing 5, 7, 9 games, not these 2 and you're done.
Right. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And it continues on Thursday with 2 other different ones, and Friday. They offer pop-up tournaments on Saturdays. Every once in a while, you'll get an email or a Discord channel notice that, hey, we're having a pop-up event. It's this, this, and this, and it's always different.
Huh.
You know, so that's a lot of fun. Another thing that DPF offers, which I think is just wonderful, is they offer singles seasons, right? So they call them season 1, season 2, blah, blah, blah. Right now, they're almost at the end of season 12.
Oh, wow.
Right? So that has taken off a lot. And again, in these online seasons, you will be playing the top guys.
Now, is it all 501 or do they mix
It
in
is all 501 in the
501?
seasons. Yep,
Okay.
long format, obviously. And again, they do it by average based. So if you choose to shoot against the Spellmans and the Bunces, you can. But if you don't want to, then you go in the under 55 group. And they also have a separate women's division.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's
Now,
new.
is the women just
The women are
open?
just open.
Okay,
Correct.
all right.
No divisional, no average based on the women.
So you could jump in there and be playing Paula Murphy.
You
Right.
could, yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
But again, I think if you're in the dot world, you know that there's just not enough women to do an average base.
No. Again, just my curiosity.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm somebody who could play her. I could play Asia, and I'd be lucky if I, got a leg or even a couple shots at a double. Let's be serious. So I just did more merely a question. And
Yep.
no, with the women events, I know, and I know Port City again. If I have it correct, Port City I think is doing the full guaranteeing.
They are,
The large
which is
pit,
a wonderful
right, yeah.
thing.
So please get up there. They're trying. They're trying. So
They
I
are
don't-
trying,
yeah.
and honestly, last year, I think they knew they were going to take a little bit of a
Yep.
loss, but
Oh, yeah.
they were hoping it got out there. It's now advertised. People know about it. Just get your butt up there.
Yeah.
And
And
the
kudos
women
to
always
them.
complain, oh, why do the women get
Right.
more money? Well, because they have more participation.
Yeah.
And as long as you guys still want to participate and get your numbers up there, you'll have the same money.
Yeah.
So I applauds goes out to Port City for taking that leap.
Yeah, and doing it again. Like they knew, they said last year, and then they wanted to really give it the old college try and give it the entire year for everybody, at Cape Cod, Minuteman, South Coast, all of the dart leagues to promote it and say, ladies, if you want this, they're doing it for you 2 years in a row, and if you want to keep it, you got it. Let's face it. If they can't,
You gotta
if they
support
can't at
it.
least get the numbers up from what it was, then you have to make business decisions.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
No, but applause goes out to them.
Yeah.
Hands off. But also with the DPFL, they just started this past month. They started a youth division.
oh,
They
nice.
did. So now the youth has an online division that are playing, and it's mostly people from the New York area, because I am a loss of words of what his name is. I forget his name, but he runs that Throgneck.
Oh, Dax.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
forget. It is Dax, and
Yeah.
I just was watching Shooting the Bull because Anthony had both Dax and his partner on, and I can't think of the gentleman's. Such a nice guy. But yeah, they're doing that Throgs Neck
Yes.
with the JDC through Steve Brown.
Correct, yes. So I know a lot of those players are involved in the online DPFL Youth League. Had a good turnout. You know, they had some Canadians. I got to tell you, just watching these things, some of those Canadian youth shooters are amazing. Amazing.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Cool.
You know.
Yeah, and we hope next month that is the scheduled guest is Dax. He is generally visiting his mother-in-law. I won't say where, but one of the islands. But he does come over to spend the night with us, and I promised him I would leave him alone till the end of July. So on August 1st, I'm going to message him back, see if his plans are still there. But I'm excited because we want to talk. I do want to sit and talk with him about the youth and all of that.
Yeah.
And I think the DPFL again is one of those entities just pushing darts to a level we haven't seen.
Oh, immensely. Immensely. And their tournament, $125,000 tournament guaranteed. Who does that? DPFL does that.
And last year, what's his face? GVV, Jean Van Veen was down there in Florida.
He was.
He was playing in that. So some of those guys are, they're zipping over from the other countries to get a little piece of this action.
Oh, they are. And one of my absolute favorite across the pond player is Gary Anderson.
Oh,
just unbelievable, right? My second favorite is Raymond Van Barneveld, who will be there this year.
Oh, really?
I am so excited to meet him. Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's at the Classic?
Yeah,
or
no, at the DPFL Live event.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm
and
very.
When is the DPFL Live event?
It is, let's see, it's the 14th through the 18th. Starts on Thursday, August 14th, runs through Sunday, the 18th.
Oh.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's 4 days. It's super fun, and if
obviously
you
you're
have
gonna be
not,
there.
and if you have not checked it out, please go to their website. Please go to Facebook. If you can't find it, just Google DPFL Live.
Right.
I mean, the amount of events they're offering people, all on average basis. Even the doubles events they have a capped doubles event, so you're not always going to play against a Spellman and a Leonard pairing up. Spellman has to now play with someone who has a 30 average.
Right.
You know, so it kind of makes it a little bit fair.
And they must have pro shoots, so if you want to go there and watch the big boys beat the crap out of each other, which,
Yes.
Again, I'm a huge Geek in the Dart fan. I'm watching the match play, chopping at the bit. Was not happy Gary Anderson lost, speaking of Anderson.
Yes.
But, and Raymond lost, so, all right, here we go. But no, that's great. So they have the pro events where the big boys will beat up on each other as well.
Oh, they do.
Nice.
Yep, they do. And I, not to ring the DPFL's horn a little bit, but the stage they built for this event, wow. Oh my gosh, wait till you see it. It's got cameras in every angle of it, so you can see every angle of the board, every angle of the player on the hockey. They have massive TVs on either side. I mean, I was floored when I saw it. Yeah.
Now, did they do their own streaming? Because I thought
they do not. USA Darts
does, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. Because
Yep.
I know they will put them out there too. They'll have like specialty in the DPFL, and because I love listening to Sean Green and the rest of them.
Yeah.
I do. I do enjoy the streaming a lot, but I listen to all those guys. Will Stewart. And I've loved my time chatting with them. So watch it. It's a lot of fun. Those guys are great. They're funny. I know I said I did the job interview, but they are really good. And if they do call you back and you get a shot, go for it. So, but I'm excited to see that. So that'll be awesome to see that live too.
Yes.
And,
so if you can't be there, make sure you tune in.
So you'll have a role there live then. What will be your role live at that
my
event?
role with, which is at most tournaments I go to, is the cashier.
Gotcha.
I love being that. I'm good with numbers, obviously, and I'm fast.
Got it. And you smile nice and you're fun to be around.
Oh,
so
thank you.
That definitely helps.
And to help matters with the whole new Dart Connect, Reg Connect. Oh, it lightens the lines up for the players. The players should start to utilize that. It's just incredible. You can be in your room Oh, it's 20 minutes before the event. Yeah, I think I'll play. Bing, bing, bing. You don't got to worry about running down to the desk, getting there on time, registering.
Right.
Bing, bing, bing. You're done. You know, that's another super aspect that Dark Connect, introduced to the tournament world.
Yeah. No, they're stepping up their game, and as a tournament director, speaking to another tournament director, anything that makes tournament directing easier with Star Connect is definitely done. So
Yes.
I'm all for it. We have not done that here yet, so we take baby steps on the Cape. So, but that's good. That's the way we learn around here.
Yeah.
We're a little slower down in these parks. So
Darts was a social manual thing, and it's turning into a massive room of technology.
yeah, the technological changes are astounding. From the stupid wax pens and chalk to, oh my God, is the Wi-Fi going to hold up?
That is true. That's your only worry, I think, in a tournament. The biggest worry for any tournament is that Wi-Fi.
So that kind of wraps up what we have. So what, now that you have relinquished some responsibilities, I assume that in addition to the ADO and DPFL, that you may have some other things up your sleeveless outfit here.
Yep, my sleeveless outfit.
So what else is, let's just say, simmering?
So, I am going to take a little bit of time away. I just became a new grandmother a week ago. I have a brand new baby granddaughter, Aria Nicole. She's absolutely beautiful. So I think I am just going to take a little bit of time and spend some quality time with her and my son and his girlfriend and my husband. But definitely have a little bit of things in the work and in my mind and penciled down on paper with my Eastern Mass Dart Association. So keep your eyes and ears out, and some good things are going to be coming your way. Some new and fresh ideas in darts.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot thank you enough for your time coming down here. I know there are people, I see Miss Rachel Emery, almost McGuire.
She should be McGuire.
She was here last week, and she was like, I thought Anna was coming. I'm like, no, next week. She's like, damn it. I shouldn't have come out. So she had to come 2 weeks in a row. So I know there are some people that want to see you. So I hope you're going to hang out for a little bit.
Absolutely.
I want to say thank you. And I wish you all the luck. And, of course, you always have, us on Cape Cod in your back pocket. So...
And you always have me. I'm just a text away.
No, and I am not afraid to use it.
That's right.
So thank you very, very much.
I am humbled, and thank you for having me with you guys. I was very excited about this. My first podcast, by the way.
Aha. Yeah, some people are going to live about that. I guess they say, a podcast. So we're toying with the idea of changing it to a video cast, because somebody was like, a podcast, you're not supposed to see. And I was like,
oh.
But every podcast I see on YouTube or that, I don't know. So regardless, we still call it a podcast. I thank you for joining me. Just make sure you don't leave. I got a couple other things to talk to the beautiful people about. and then we'll catch up with you
much appreciated.
Off the record.
Yes, no, much appreciated, and all the love out there to the DGZ listeners.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to let Miss Anna get set here. I am going to get...
Say bye. Thank you, honey.
We give Miss Anna a big round of applause. Thank you. Keep it down. So I said that we had a nice little surprise. And it's not so much really a surprise as just a little announcement and some things we got going. And Mr. Basic, Patrick Paquette, who runs the singles league, is working his way in here. We're going to get him set. We're going to throw on his headphones and say hello to the beautiful people.
Hi, beautiful people.
All right. So, we teased a little bit.
I was listening.
Yeah. So Patrick is our fearless leader of the singles league, which he is running in the summer and does a lot. But now we're part of the ADO.
We are. It is. I can say it absolutely officially. The Cape Cod Premier League is an affiliated organization with ADO, or the American Dart Tournament.
Woo!
We've been talking about, Darren and I have been talking about it probably over a year. I've been talking with a bunch of our higher level players, a bunch of our AA players who have some ADO experience for a while. And then I had to figure out how it fits in a budget, because we carry a zero budget. We carry no balance from one season to another. At the last awards night, we have, for those who don't know, we wrap our season up with a finals event. We try and have all of our singles, each of our divisions, play live. We don't force them. We are a play where you want, when you want league, but we try and have the event, and then we have a big LOD. But between it, we have an award ceremony and basically a state of the league and address by me. And at the last one, I announced that we were going to start phasing in, taking out some money to cover ADO fees, and that we were going to become ADO fees. And basically we run our the biggest budgets are our spring and fall, because that's when we have our most amount of players.
Right.
And so I basically am starting to take half our ADO fee is going to be $175 a year. That covers us from 50 players to 150 players. That's the range, that amount of money. So I took 100 out of the fall, because they also run on the calendar year. So I was going, okay, fall and spring, and that'll pay for the January. I'm sorry, spring and then fall, and then I'll have the money going into January. And I announced that, and I took 100 out of our spring season when it ended. And a player who wrote anonymous, I know who he is, he's pretty loud, may or may not wear female clothes on occasion, walked up to me and handed me an envelope and walked away. And a little while later he come back to me and he's like, listen, I heard what you did. I don't want you to wait. I want to see this happen. He's like, we all have faith in you, blah, blah, blah. I think it was a real gesture that he was trying to do something for me and he couldn't figure out, because he was somebody who's always offered. A lot of the guys always offer, like, what can we do? And so he donated the $75 difference, which is why we're doing it now instead of waiting until January. I finally had gotten all my questions answered. As you just heard, ADO has had some transition in the office. And if I can, I'll give you my main reasons for wanting to do this. One is we, because this can't happen without him, get to bring ADO events to Cape Cod. Hopefully, we may even be able to run a Cape Cod only qualifier. There's some big, long documents and rules that we're still digesting. I've started to dig into them, but they definitely have policies, and they're in the process of updating a lot. But we're going to be able to send players, whether it's from this region or specifically from the Cape, to nationals. We're going to be able to set the events up, and assuming they are attended, we'll be able to send somebody. There's 2 nationals a year. There's a National 501 Championship that has been happening in Vegas. I believe it's going to happen in Vegas again next year. The National Cricket Championships, we're too late to get on that cycle for this year, but that is, and now this year it's in Florida at their other event that Anna was just talking about in a few weeks. And so in theory there's going to be 2 qualifier cycles. You can always, if you're a member. Another thing it does, quite frankly, there's enough players who buy individual memberships in this league that it's covered. Once you are a member of an affiliate, and the way because I asked the question 10 ways. People know me, I ask too many questions because I want to know it all. And I said, what's the benefit, when I was speaking with them, with their former manager. And if you play in the Cape Cod Premier League during any calendar year, meaning like, say, a Dan Lucas. Dan Lucas plays in our spring. He doesn't play in our fall because he's hunting, and he says until he retires. He said he'll be playing both once he retires. Yeah. But we've heard that story before, Dan.
But you got to have priorities in
But
life.
exactly, and as a fisherman, I understand the hunting addiction.
Absolutely.
So, if you play in one of our 3 seasons during the year, you are a member of the ADO for the year, an affiliated member for the year.
Nice.
The only difference between the paid individual membership and the affiliated membership is that affiliated members don't get the membership card. They don't get mailed the membership card. That's the only difference. Beside that, you play in which city? You play in an ADO sanctioned tournament. If you get an envelope, you pick up the envelope, you let them know, and until you're in their database. But as you get into their database, you will get your points. But, and I'll be posting this on our league Facebook page and telling people. What I was told is make sure to tell them, they get an envelope, make sure you tell them that you're an ADO member, so that they click you off, so that you at the sanctioning body at the tournament desk, and then you'll be nationally ranked. Our own Dennis Cotto was ranked, I believe he was in the 40s nationwide after doing well at like 2 or 3 tournaments like 2 years ago, I think it was. It was sort of, and we have a lot of guys who go to which city. We have some guys who made some decent runs last year. And it doesn't have to be top 8. I believe you get points down through 16 or 32, and it's based on the number of players.
It's all based on your payout. When we
Gotcha.
did the Cape Cod Open, if you paid out $5,000, you had to report top 8.
Yep.
If it was 10,000, it was top 16.
Gotcha.
Yeah, as you approach 20,000 and 30, it can be top 32 and top 64. But you always want to make sure you get your affiliation. And when we've had a dart league here that was affiliated, we had some guys and girls get their points.
Absolutely.
And,
So it's
go through it.
So, but even above that, okay, it's going to save everybody who plays in our league in one. It's going to save them from buying an individual ADO membership, and we definitely have enough people that do that. It's going to let us do the qualifiers, which is one of the big 2.
Yeah.
So there's another part, and I like to tell stories, but I'll tell one. To this day, back in my old days, a lot of people know I've been in recovery for a long time, but I played Minuteman a long time ago. It was in the 80s when there was white powder everywhere, and I was in the middle of it, usually under it. Even in the condition I was, I have a vivid memory of being in a bar called the Surrey Room that my family owned, where I played darts for years. Being in there, when somebody walked in with the report that I believe it was 6 Americans had gone overseas and beat England for the first time. And it's whatever predated what they now call the World Cup. It was like ran through the darts community in a giant way. This is before Larry Butler won the first match play.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a few years before then, when America had 0 count in the dart world. I can remember that pride, and the way darts has taken monster steps forward, especially since COVID. I believe we're in a bit of a boom now. I absolutely believe that. I definitely have plans for building this singles league into something. I believe we're going to start to see more corporate money come into darts in the United States. I want this league ready. If there's going to be regional corporate money around, I want us to be ready to go after some of that.
Let's go.
No mistake about it. I know how to do that stuff from the fishing world. I ran big money fishing tournaments and events, so I know how to handle that and those businesses. So if that's to happen, I want to be ready. The other thing is I want this league to be attached to the national darts community. I want it to be formally a piece of the ADO. The ADO falls under the WDF. It's, if you want to say, the amateur side of advanced darts in the world. And I think it's important because our little 175 might not matter a lot to the ADO. But when 10,000 leagues across the country are kicking in their 175, that funnels through, and out the other end come developed players that we can all be proud of.
Absolutely.
Hopefully somebody from Cape Cod. If you don't see Dennis Alker being a possible player on a national stage, if he was to continue his development, you'd be out of your mind, right? Because he's got a smooth stroke and the ability to play. I want us to be a part of that. That is as important to me as being able to run qualifiers here. I can buy my way into the ADO Nationals. It's $200 and I'm not broke. I think it's better to go this way. I think it's better. I want to be part of the national scene. It's a big, important thing to me. And I haven't heard people I got the blessing the other day. He was playing singles against Mike McGuire, and he's like, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. He's like, I might even play in some ADO events after a while and not doing it. Like, you hear little things like that from some of the guys who used to do stuff like that. Yeah. And I am a believer, and you say it often, put the trough in front of them. They just might drink. We're going to continue to give those events to the Cape and be part of something bigger, and hopefully our players get better and we're part of this national thing. And that's really what it was all about for me. And I was going to make a way.
I'm excited about it.
Oh, I know you are.
Because
you're a darky. No, as a matter of fact, around here, you're the darky.
The darky. So that looks good. And I want everybody part of the league. Look for the upcoming in the fall. He said He wants to expand it, so if we can get it expanded a little bit, that's going to be great. So
it's going to take us a little bit. Yeah, I mean, don't expect an ADO event announcement tomorrow. It's not going to happen. We are.
We did it.
Darren and I are going to bear in. I'm pretty confident saying I think we're going to pull something off by the end of the fall.
Oh well, yeah.
It's a practice. And if you're around, especially if you're on the Cape, Saturday, this weekend.
Yeah.
There's an event. It's important. Why? We'll teach you what those qualifiers look like because they run round robin. But also, why is it important? Because it's something else to do in darts on the Cape that's competitive. I saw somebody post on a league page a slightly dark comment about not necessarily wanting to play in a higher division. And I want the exact opposite for every player in this league. I want every player in this league to want to play in the next highest division. Yeah. I want every player to want to go against the best that they can go against because that's the only way you get better. And I believe that. And I believe that this singles league is one of our routes to doing it. And I'm really committed to pushing that down everybody's throat if that's what the benevolent dictator needs to do.
Well,
but
I'm excited. So
what I have,
it's good.
You got it here. We're trying to do announcements to help you with content and keep feeding content through this because the focus on Cape Cod Darts means all of Cape Cod Darts benefits, and that's what you've been doing. All of it, all the leagues, all of everything.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Good.
I'm gonna go warm up. Maybe playing a luck of the draw.
All right, you go, and thank you. Okay, so. So here we are. We're at the end. It is 5:59. Holy mackerel! We've been going for a full hour. I saw my main man Meat Lovin' go around. So he's over there getting ready to take it. So we got some promo time. As I said, please check out Tavern Players Magazine. They have been nice enough to let me back in. Ron Boucher and his whole family. Thank you, Greg Tong, taking his time to help me sound like I actually know what I'm writing about. So it's a free subscription, all kinds of stuff, all up and down about pool, foosball, darts, poker, whiskey, you name it, pubs, all the stuff going on. It's an amazing time. Mac Darts, MacDartSupply.com. They have done us a huge deal, and we have 50-50 stuff going on. Every week we're here. They are supplying us with raffle items for our other events. They outfit us with dartboards. The Jong family is amazing. MacDartSupply.com. Please go give them a look. And we also have Ruggies and the Other Guys. So Ruggies and the Other Guys, Nick Moray, you are awesome. Thank you so much. He has a bunch of gift certificates for us as well. For both those restaurants, the Other Guys right there in Yarmouth and Ruggies in Harwich. So visit them both. And thank you, Nick. Dan and Mindy over at Longfellows in Yarmouth. That restaurant is amazing. And it's just like a nice family fun little restaurant, boy. You sit at the bar, get a table. It's home-cooked meal. Dan is amazing. Get on over there. Advanced Turf Pro. Josh Rapani and his whole team over there. They are amazing. Used to push him around in a wheelbarrow. Yep, he was a little. But he stepped up, heard what we were doing, and the event on Saturday, each of the winner brackets in the two groups is being started with $100. Advanced Turf Pro, thank you very much. We appreciate your sponsorship. So we talked about that event that we're doing Saturday. Next month on the DGZ, Dax Muna, Dr. Manhattan, is going to be in the house, I hope. We're going to give Dax a call, but he should be here. He was here last year. It was amazing. We had a full house. He did a lot of teaching. So we are super excited about that. So be on the lookout. And Dax, if you're watching, appreciate you. Hope you're coming. I can't thank you folks enough. If you're watching us live, if you're watching us on the replay, however you watch, it doesn't matter. Please support Cape Cod Darts and our Yarmouth Moose here. Yarmouth Moose, on Saturday, started the consolation brackets, $50 in each one of those. So, huge shout out to the Moose. Holly's behind the bar tonight. So, and I think if I look over my handy dandy notes, that's all I want to do is thank you. So, you know how we end around here. Thank you so much for joining us. Please tune in next month. Check this out. Share it. Please give us a subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a like and a share. And hopefully we can keep this going. And do me a favor. Please be the reason somebody smiles tomorrow. All right? It's going to make you feel good. It's really going to make them feel good. And for a little bitty bit of time, our world is a much better place. Thank you so much. We're going to roll you out of here with a few commercials. I am Darren Elger, the Dark Geek. Dark Geek out.